I'm Amanda. I've been with HireLevel, gosh, for over 14 years now. I've seen and done a little bit of everything, I feel like, in our industry when it comes to helping our clients manage their employee experience, the employee management piece of it, from recruitment to retirement. So today I'll be just talking about some of the ways that we help our clients, things that can be an extension to even your world, in the broker insurance world, and see again. Feel free to reach out if there are any immediate questions. But hopefully, the goal today is just to get a better understanding of our really suite of products and how it could help you in your business as well. So I've got some slides that I would like to go over, and then I also will, sign into our platform and do a little bit of showcase with that and give you a little bit of experience with our system as well. So being insurance broker, of course, is demanding, balancing client expectations. We feel it too. The compliance complexities, administrative tasks that pull you away from growing your book of business. HireLevel is here to help. Unlike other payroll providers, there are several in our industry, those big box providers. We don't sell insurance, and sometimes that can seem to the contrary because of our competitors. But again, we do not sell any type of insurance. So instead, we prefer to partner with different brokers, folks throughout the United States. We do have clients in several states. So it's nice to be able to have, different contacts wherever we want to support our customers. So instead, we want to partner with brokers like you to help deliver a full suite of products from payroll, HR, and compliance solutions that can strengthen your client relationships and as well simplify our clients, day-to-day needs as well. So ongoing demands and challenges that we see too. I fill my day a lot of just talking and consulting with clients as a whole. But your clients, they expect you to give them the advice, help them guide them through those healthcare costs, complex regulations, and the ongoing demand of just maintaining a workforce. And 30% of brokers say maintaining compliance is their top challenge. I even just for the number of clients that I talk to on a regular basis, I find clients that they expect us to be the experts in everything, not just our lane, but it seems like all lanes. So having a partnership, whether you have an existing partnership or you're currently exploring, other ways to help grow your business, partnering with HireLevel allows you to offer different services, strengthen then that client relationship or make them sticky is what I like to say, without adding more to your workload. So what does that mean? Here at HireLevel, we offer a HCM platform. It is an all-in-one product that can help our businesses from recruitment to retirement. So integrating their HR, their benefits, payroll, timekeeping, electronic onboarding. There are many facets to, of course, having a workforce and how to better manage them. And yes, there are many different types of applications and softwares available, but maybe they are, maybe you get two from this one application, but now you got to have a different platform for timekeeping. Now causing, that burden of manually entering in more than one database, or if an integration is broken. So again, starting to look and source for products that are what I refer to as a native solution that have many of these components built within the same platform to be able to offer to your clients. Again, I mentioned this already, but I do spend a lot of my time consulting with clients, just better understand their processes, what works for them, asking those open-ended questions to get a good feel as to where are their pain points, what are those challenges, and couple of the key things that come up is retention and compliance when I talk to them. So again, being able to offer a way to simplify their benefits administration to that leave management, staying compliant, gives them obviously a more reason to stay with you. stay with the products that they're currently using. Automating ACA, COBRA, FMLA, and those tax processes to help reduce the risk and help those clients stay ahead of changing regulations. And one of the most important things I do feel like, reducing that administrative work. Again, using different platforms that don't talk to each other, right? Or they don't integrate. So streamlining those everyday HR benefits and payroll tasks to help make that accuracy even better and allow, let's say, an HR manager or a bin admin person, because most likely they've got other job duties, right? So they want to be able to go about their day, take care of other business needs, and not be buried with administrative work. So for you, that definitely offers an opportunity to again grow your book of business, having a sticky client with more products and services. So offering cutting edge technology. Again, I'm going to showcase our platform that we do use. We use a product called iSolved. iSolved has been in the market for, gosh, I couldn't tell you how many years now. They have had a parent company called Infinisource. So maybe you are familiar with a company called Infinisource. They're based out of Coldwater, Michigan, and they've been in the benefit space for many, 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 many years. And at some point, they decided to build a native product, a full HRIS solution that they call iSolved. It has your benefits engine in there for the administration piece, applicant tracking, employee onboarding, your core payroll and timekeeping. It has really grown over the years, even since we've been using the platform for 8 years now. How much has really even changed since we first started using it? So that is one good thing, again, when you are looking or exploring those types of options for finding a platform that you feel good in, that you want to offer to your customers or refer them to. I do feel that iSolved is one of those providers in the market that has done a great job with staying up to date and always updating and making changes to their system. So access to support from HR and compliance. Everyone on our team, we use the system every single day. iSolved, we're managing our clients' experience daily. We're listening to their questions and challenges, and how do we use the system to tailor to their needs as a business as they grow as well. And there are definitely other tools inside of iSolved that we use too, that you would have access to, such as co-branded material, different sales tools. We have product videos, short tutorials of the platform, clickable demos. There are a lot of different pieces that will help even you become an expert, as well as leaning on us to be that extension for your expert guide. Here's a overview, so to speak, or really that journey for an employee, or really how iSolved has built their ecosystem for this employee experience. So again, your beginning life cycle as an employee, that applicant portion, the software has a feature to help manage your candidates, post jobs to job boards, again, to keep those candidates in one place so that you can manage sending out offers or setting up interviews. As they become, yes, you make an offer and they accept, now it's time to move them into onboarding. Using again the system to gather that information, retain the documents, keeping businesses compliant through that core payroll HR feature, where you have, again, benefits really marries to the payroll piece, right? Because you are having employees deductions, those changes, life events happen, what have you. So a lot of that all is living next to each other. And that's really one of the main reasons why Infinisource did develop this iSoft product, because they did see that need in the industry of having a full bin admin functionality a part of a payroll platform. Outside of obviously core payroll, that workforce management for time and expense. So timekeeping for those hourly employees, especially in states like Illinois here, just, implementing a paid leave act. A lot of other states have hopped on that bandwagon as well. So again, having a tool like iSolve to be able to better manage those policies, balances, and giving employees that access to be able to view what is available to them. One of the key features that I like inside of iSolved is their expense management. So we, of course, use iSolved ourselves. Um, and one of the key things that I like to use is the expense management tool. So I use my cell phone. So if I do have an expense that's qualifies for reimbursement, upload a receipt of what my expense is. It's reviewed and then approved and adds automatically whenever we decide to be added to payroll to be paid as a reimbursement. So I really do like that feature. Outside of timekeeping, you've got scheduling, which again can be. I've seen a lot of products in the world where they are a standalone product when it comes to advanced scheduling, but iSolve does have a built-in scheduling tool as well. And last but not least, again, that ongoing just talent management and retaining your staff, a product that we call Share and Perform, and then another product called Learn and Grow. So again, each of these are engagement tools that allow employees to use the system from performance reviews, goal setting, peer feedback, to a learning management system to keep track of training requirements in your organization, to, Illinois, again, just being one of those states that requires sexual harassment training. So be able to track that type of training in a platform also will help you remain compliant as well. So a lot of features, of course, inside of the platform. One thing that, as I consult and talk to potential customers or current customers, is being able to design iSolve that fits them. It's not just a box of a product, and you have to fit within that wheelhouse, of course. Overall, the point of using a platform like iSolved is to consult with then a potential customer and be able to tailor that product to them. Okay, I'm going to take a quick pause here. And I want to hop into iSolve, and I'm still signed in. I was worried it was going to kick me out. Okay, so iSolved is a web-based solution. I'm currently signed in using my demo account. It has a mobile app. Again, a lot of the things that I show today is all accessible through our mobile app on iSolved. Many people prefer to use their mobile device. And thankfully, there is that feature as well for employees to view their pay stubs, clock in and out, request time off, review their benefits, enroll in new benefits. So today I'm signed in as my employee profile. So the few things that I did want to just talk about, again, this can be completely customized or tailored for our clients and how they want to use it. This is part of that onboarding and implementation. When we do get clients up and running, what do they want to use the system for? Not all features need to be turned on at the same time. So we really work with our clients to better understand what do they want to use in the system. And the good thing about the iSolve platform, we can add features as they need. iSolved is a very powerful tool. And so if you don't use everything at first, right, becomes a lot. What is the priority? So I like to think of it as, let's just start out with your core products and add upon as you need things to be turned on and have access to. So even at an employee level, we really work on customizing what an employee can have access to, what they have rights to, what they can view, what they can edit. We want employees to be empowered to use the system as well, also help reducing and eliminating administrative work for our client users so that they can use the system when they need to use it and not have a bunch of stack of papers on their desk to now filter through. So signed in as an employee, I can clock in and out, which is a built-in feature that I have currently turned on, allowing employees to clock in and out within their portal. I can view my time card. There's going to be employee messages. I can see old pay history. I can see what my company assets are. There's a lot of built-in HR features that employees, maybe need to keep updated. Prior employment, do I have emergency contacts? If I've got, if you do peer-to-peer review, then allowing those employees to be able to input their own data. Let's say, when I filed my taxes and I owed more money to Uncle Sam, I can come in here and do a tax update. So I can update my W-4 filing so that way I have better withholding on my upcoming paychecks as well. So again, this is very customizable. As you can see, I've got a lot of things turned on, a lot of updates and actions, as you can see here, that allows employees to come in here and make those changes themselves. A lot of people, they prefer to maybe allow or give permission to submit that information, but there may be an end user, your client user, HR person that maybe is going to approve those said submissions. So we do have a lot of clients that prefer that portion versus allowing employees to go rogue and just start inputting information, whatever they feel like within the software. Having one application to do a lot of these things, again, will reduce that time that an HR manager is signed in one platform versus now they need to use a different platform. So I like that concept with iSolved. If you're using other platforms, review it. Does it have a lot of features or components that can be turned on? Or if they have an integration, is that integration really working or is it broken? So most of the time when I'm talking to a potential customer or a current client about other features, I'm asking, what are you tracking on a spreadsheet? What are you currently still keeping track on a piece of paper? Because a lot of times we can find ways to automate that inside of the system. So one of the key things that why we wanted to do this webinar today is, again, just to highlight some of the features that probably is going to be most important to you when it comes to benefits. So as an employee, there are many things that are turned on that allow an employee to see their benefits. If it's benefit and enrollment time, if I've got a life event change, I can use our life event wizard here. And I was in here a little bit earlier, but let's say life event happened, let's say birth of a child. I can upload those documents. And then again, if I need to add a new contact, then I would be putting in, let's say, my child's name. And if they're going to be a dependent, this is going to allow to open up then that information that I can fill out. It's going to save within the system. And then when it is time for benefit enrollment, yes, I do want to move away. Well, no, it's not going to let me. There we go. So benefits enrollment. When we do have customers that are looking to use the system to help manage their own benefit enrollment piece, conversations can go a lot of different ways. They may already be working with a broker that is using a current platform. There's a lot of platforms out there. But that maybe they're okay with making that change. So most of the time when I have those conversations, that their insurance agent is a lot of times involved with those conversations because, those are the things that they rely on you to be able to manage that enrollment piece. So if they're looking to find a way to make that process a little bit better, sure, we may talk about using the benefit enrollment function inside of iSolved. So in our demo account, I've got our different plans that are set up from an administrator standpoint, a lot of different offerings. Whenever we do have a client that are looking to use the benefits management portion inside of the system, we're always asking for those plain documents, premium summaries, eligibility requirements of the different types of plans. And then we're going to build that inside of the system based off those different tables for, life insurance to your premiums that are maybe being offered, from a medical, dental, vision plan, any type of plan that you could really think of. So when it is time for open enrollment, an employee is going to use their iSolve portal that they use for everything else to begin selecting that type of coverage. And it is wizard driven. You're going to see top down that I need to work through many of these items so I can send a final submission so that, a bin admin person is going to get that notification, verify that I have completed it. If you're looking to, waive coverage as well, then you're going to have that data collected when you've got an employee completing their benefits enrollment inside of the system. I've got some different documents that we can add. So again, depending on if there's, a different plan handbook that is reviewed versus, different material that you get from the different plan providers. If you want to upload that into the system, clearly we can do that. We can send links out to different sites to, again, help provide more information as employees are making then those selections. So if I've got beneficiary or dependents that I need to update or add or delete in the system, that's going to be my first prompt. Next, I'm going to then move to, health and wellness. Now my different types of benefits that I currently have, I can expand these and it's going to give me what I'm currently enrolled with if I don't know because I don't look at my pay stub. Other than that, then my cost analysis. So what those types of plans that are being offered. And again, it's going to display those dollar amounts for me. Now I can select. So my plan selections. And again, if you've got different plans that are offered to different set of employees, as an employee, I'm only going to see what I am eligible for. So first up, I've got my medical pre-tax, and I can either select one of these two plans or I can waive coverage. And of course, I'm going to waive and then I'm going to continue on. So I can either click down through my list or I can say next. So here again, if I want short-term disability, select the plan or I can waive coverage. And again, this just follows through the motions until I get to my final review. And the system is not going to allow a final submission until everything has been selected. I've got a green checkbox here on my medical tax. I had hopped down my group term. You can see that's checked off. So until I get to the bottom of this, it's not going to allow me to submit as well. Should have done some of these earlier. Eligible to request that, not eligible for that. Say no on dental and vision. Oh, I need to select something there. Waive. Okay. Back through, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Oh, I do need to acknowledge our handbook. Okay. And this brings it into a new tab to review and acknowledge. And now I've got my enrollment submission saying I'm electing to participate or opt out, authorizing my employer to deduct these premiums if there are premiums from my pay. So once I can go back through, it's going to show you a detail and then submit my benefits selection. So as an employee, that's their portion that they need to do, right? That's really it. So we do have some clients who also use an extended feature where now that depending on who the plan providers are, getting that information to those carriers. Depending on who the carrier is, they may accept an electronic feed or it still may transmit to them really almost like on a document of form. So that really depends on who that plan provider is and what their requirements are for an electronic feed. We do have that capability as well here at HireLevel, really using the iSolve tool to be able to help automate and streamline that process, getting that data over to the carriers. We do have a lot of end users to the system, different insurance brokers, they clearly can have access to this. As much information you want to have, then we tailor those logins to your needs. So really just whatever that may look like, we're always open for those conversations to figure out the best way to get you the information that you need if you're helping to manage your clients' benefits as well. Okay, just a couple other things. If there's any questions, feel free to reach out or just hop any questions into the Q&A as well. And go back to my slide here, a couple more. So we are offering a special through the end of this month, a promotion for clients that are looking at making changes from their, maybe just not having a good software experience, or maybe they're not having a good customer service experience. And, we do definitely specialize in not only, of course, having great technology. However, we do have, team members, account managers that work with our clients one-on-one. Clients aren't calling into the call center and a random draw of who they're going to get. We really focus on service as being our key element here at HireLevel. So anyway, we are offering a special for anyone that is looking to upgrade their software or are looking at other options for their payroll needs. So that's really my wrap up for today. You've got my contact information here on screen. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions, talk about who your clients are. Are they, a good fit for us, or vice versa? I'm always looking to grow my network as well. So thanks again to those who joined today, and let me know if there's anything I can help with. Thank you.